In Justice League Dark, Madame Xanadu detects something dark has arisen as a result of the vampire Andrew Bennett's death. Now, Constantine says Bennett probably deserved it and he gets ready to delta the fuck out of there. But Madame Xanadu tells Zatanna to stop him, and using her backwards magic, Zatanna pins Constantine against the wall. Using his metavest, Shade teleports the group to Gotham City, but due to the vest's unpredictable nature, it teleports them to the wrong part of the city. Upon teleporting to Gotham, Shade is stunned to see the place being overrun by vampires, as Shade previously didn't believe in vampires. Now Constantine tells Shade to pull himself together as they're going to need his help. As Shade tries to get his head back in the game, they notice a family of two being overrun by vampires. But as Batgirl arrives, she engages the vampires, doing her best to drive them off. But as Batgirl is about to be overrun and bitten by vampires, Deadman possesses the vampire that's about to bite her in an attempt to help Batgirl out. Now this serves as enough of a distraction to get Batgirl out of trouble, but it's almost like some otherworldly force is pulling Deadman out of this vampire's body. Now John Constantine is not impressed and he opts to kill the vampires the old-fashioned way by beheading them with a hatchet. Batgirl and John Constantine team up, going all in on these vampires. But as something starts to manifest out of Batgirl's head, it turns out to be Shade once again having trouble controlling his metavest. But as more zombies rush Madame Xanadu and Zatanna, Zatanna tries to use a backwards enchantment in order to drive him off, but it's almost like something is eating her magic. But as a vampire is about to jump on Zatanna, John Constantine throws his axe and impales the vampire in the neck. As Batgirl looks at the carnage, she states that these guys aren't firing on all cylinders, as Batman warned her about how disorganized their team was. But no matter, Batgirl has to go as Batman is summoning her to the other side of town. John Constantine conjures a protective spell circle in order to protect himself, but as his circle starts to dissipate, he looks at Madame Xanadu and he asks if this is her doing. Now, unfortunately, it's not, as Madame Xanadu tells him it would take someone far more powerful. Meanwhile, a few blocks away, Kane rallies the vampires as his power grows from consuming magic. But up on the rooftop above, Batman and crew are duking it out with several vampires. Madame Xanadu finally realizes that Kane is consuming their magic and using it to strengthen his army. Madame Xanadu would task Constantine and Deadman with going to the land of the dead and bringing back the one named Andrew Bennett. But as Constantine says he's on strike, it's too late, as Xanadu's astral form has already left her body. As the group are finishing up with the vampires, Constantine grabs a dead rat and a bottle of whiskey. Constantine would use those items to conjure a spell in order to get him and Deadman to the realm of the dead, while Shade teleports Xanadu and Zatanna to the rooftop where Batman and his crew are fighting. Now, as Constantine shows Deadman the doorway to the afterlife, Deadman is kind of reluctant, even though he's dead. Either way, the two head inside, hoping to find Andrew Bennett. Meanwhile, Xanadu seeks an audience in the astral realm of the Crystal One. She asks for help to combat the inevitable terror she keeps seeing in her visions. But the Crystal One warns that if he helps, everyone will hate Xanadu even more than they already do. To be continued.